know it's recording, but I don't give a fuck because welcome back to PunchDrunk ENT. We got you guys here with you, Mr. Swag No Aggie.
Now I'm just Dan.
And we are back. This is another react video. Yes, I am so stuck right now. But yes, we are back with it, people. We are doing another react video for Watch Mojo. We'll be watching
the top 20 most rewatched scenes from Marvel movies. I messed that title all up.
You definitely did.
But y'all see the name of the title and it's in the video.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are going to the Marvel Universe. One of the best superhero universes. Make sure you guys check out the DC one as well.
Yes, sir. So they're going to be pulling from what, past 10 years of Marvel stuff?
You said 10 years?
That's where, what you call it started? Actually, it's 11 now.
Yeah, so
09.
I wonder if they're going to start from phase 3.
I don't know. I
phase
don't think
3,
so.
yeah. We're going to see.
I'm thinking they're going to take from the entire series leading up to Endgame. They may go further back into that Incredible Hulk movie, and what else came out before Hulk?
Oh man, it was
the old Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
Tobey Maguire stuff.
Yeah, so
we're gonna see.
We're gonna see. They got 20, so that means we want to see 20 different movies, even though it's not gonna happen. But now you gotta check out the last video. You'll see why I'm saying that.
Yeah, but before we do, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Help your boys out.
Yes, sir. Help us help you.
Let's get it.
Ooh,
that was great to watch Mojo.
The only good thing from that movie.
Our picks for the top 20 most rewatched scenes in movies. For this list, we'll be going over the moments and scenes from films based on Marvel properties that viewers have gone back to multiple times.
Can you take one scene from that?
Naturally, since some of them involve plot points, there will be spoilers ahead.
Oh.
Let's go. Number 20. Thor Brings the Thunder.
Ragnarok. Okay, good start. Good start.
Battle against his
Probably the best Thor movie.
Goddess of death.
One of the
Thor
best Marvel
experiences
movies.
a vision of his father. Odin reminds Thor that his power comes from within, and that his hammer, which Hela destroyed, only helped channel
Terrible villain.
The hammer was to help you control your power, to focus it.
Thor is then able to break free.
And they changed her story up. That's not Odin's daughter.
And aid his friends by absolutely
it's
wrecking
Loki's daughter.
Hela's army.
Exactly. See, when you know. When you know, you know. Idris.
Seeing Thor mow through bad guys along with his friend's own awesome moments makes for an amazing ride. But having the whole thing set to Led Zeppelin, that's the cherry on top. Number 19. Quill grabs the Power Stone. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I could have took something
the
better
Guardians
than that.
of the Galaxy aren't
I love this movie, but
superheroes. During the team's final battle with Ronan the Accuser,
I think why they had this scene in there because we all know Quill's kind of a bitch, but
yeah,
it kind of gave Quill like his moment.
Plus, this is before you found out that he was half or part God. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So this is why this scene I give him for 19. Yeah, I give you. I know why.
Could have took better stuff. I would have rather him dance in the beginning of the movie.
But you guys see it. I'm with you on that one too. Yeah. But I kind of figure why they did this one. This is like
rather
his
than
moment.
Throw down like you'd expect, Star-Lord distracts the Conqueror by
and he called him a bitch too. So I appreciate that.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
When Drax and Rocket blow up Ronan's hammer, Quill makes a dive for the stone and manages to hold on to it, albeit at a great cost.
Some of these Marvel movies, as great as they are, they have horrible villains. And this dude was nothing.
When the other Guardians join in, they're able to use the stone's energy to successfully kill Ronan. One part hilarious, one part touching, and all kinds of badass. This scene is everything we've come to expect for our favorite misfits.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Bitch. Ha.
Number 18. Bloody
wow, was not expected.
Forget about the
Wesley Snipes,
and they really shouldn't because they're awesome. Marvel's
not only that. Let's be super clear about it. He saved the Marvel Universe.
True, he got people talking about it again because this led into Spider-Man movies.
Yes,
true indeed.
He saved the Marvel Universe. He gave them the way to say, okay, we can keep it going. Even though going on to 2 and 3 was kind of like, the first one, it was.
Even 1 or 2, I forget which one it was, but the line, he says, some motherfuckers like to skate up Ice Hill or some shit.
That's on 2, I think. I think that's on 2. We'll go back and check that out.
Put it in here.
Yep.
First hit movie franchise kicked off with a bang with this club scene in which an unsuspecting man is lured to a vampire rave club complete with bloody sprinklers. However, this bloodbath soon turns bloodier for the vampires when Blade raids the rave. The vampire hunter proceeds to disintegrate dozens of vampires with his special weapons and engages in some excellently choreographed combat. While the effects don't hold up very well, the atmosphere and coolness more than make up for them. Number 17, The Bargain. Doctor Strange.
You don't like
Dr.
this?
Stephen
Bro.
Strange begins his
He beat an all-powerful villain by bargaining with him. Stupid.
debut film.
It's
He
like number
confused the
17.
villain.
Self-centered guy.
The villain lost
However,
because he was
his journey to
confused.
becoming a sorcerer helps him become a better person. All this culminates
Movie
when
was
he
great
tries to stop
until
the
that.
powerful
Dormammu? I want to see Dormammu on
from
screen, man.
Yes,
Earth
that's true.
and our dimension.
That was played by him, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Come to bargain.
Despite requesting a bargain from Dormammu, the entity immediately kills him, only for Strange to approach Dormammu again and make the same proposal.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Strange eventually reveals that he's trapped the two of them in a time
did
loop
die in
using
some
the time
hilarious
stone,
ways, though. I wish
ensuring
they
that
would've
while
showed
he
him.
will suffer and die, the Earth will be safe. This goes on for quite a while before Dormammu agrees to leave Earth alone. Sometimes the best fights are those a hero has already won.
This is time. Endless, looped time.
Number 16, the
Mm.
airport fight,
Whoa!
Captain America.
Introduction of
16?
That's true. They're gonna have. I don't know. This could have been higher. It was the
Yeah,
introduction. The introduction
wow.
of the new Spider-Man fighting too.
Yes. This was a great fight on a great movie. So you know they gotta have it gotta be on this then.
What?
Same movie but different fight. It gotta be on here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Got to.
Definitely.
If this is on here, y'all guys, you know what I'm talking about. You know this movie. Let's check this out.
War. In the third Captain America film, the Avengers are divided, with Cap and Iron
said
Man's
Spider-Man
factions
beating the
coming
crap
to
out of
blows. Now, this might not be the film's
Anthony
final
Mackie
fight,
and,
but it's the one fans keep coming back
and Winter
to
Soldier.
over and over.
All right, I've run out of patience.
On to ruse.
Got them under rules.
My only thing about this movie, they should not have showed this in the trailer.
Yes.
This should have been a surprise.
Yes.
They
If
kind of ruined it, man.
Yeah.
Like it should have just happened.
I guess they were saying like, oh, you guys already saw the Civil War in the comics, but a lot of people didn't read the comics.
Yeah, and
Give
especially
that-
around this time, you don't know the comics didn't even have half these characters in it. It was mainly X-Men and other superheroes.
Right.
So especially with the Sony license, you didn't know Spider-Man was going to be there or not,
Mm-hmm.
and they should have just kept it quiet. It could have been, is he not in it? Is he? And then just boom.
And
Same
then
with,
had
Thor
everybody.
Same with Thor Ragnarok.
Same
They
with
shouldn't have
Thor-
showed Hulk.
Yeah.
They should have just popped up fighting. Oh, Hulk's in this movie.
Listen, same with Infinity. A lot of come on, Marvel, get it right.
I
You guys
understand
have great movies. You guys market it better.
I understand they gotta sell because, like, you don't have to do this. It's a Marvel movie, especially around this time. People are going to see it regardless.
Yes. Even now, we're still waiting for more Marvel movies.
Black Widow's supposed to come out 2 months ago.
Yes. We want Black Widow.
Thanks, Corona.
Cap and company are trying to catch a plane to escape an airport, while Iron Man's crew attempts to stop them by force. The clash breaks down into a number of smaller bouts.
What a fight. Hawkeye
Superpowers,
versus Black
cutting-edge
Panther.
Tech,
Black
and
Panther would've
expert
beat the shit out
hand-to-hand
of him.
combat all combined to spectacular effect, making for a scene that is
And is the
endlessly
Black Panther gonna be in this?
rewatchable.
I got a scene in mind.
And we haven't even mentioned all the verbal sparring.
The beginning
With so
scene.
much going on,
Okay.
it's easy
Well,
to
not the
miss
beginning,
things,
the
which
introduction
makes for
of-
watching the scene especially
Well, you guys
rewarding.
see. I think that scene's gonna be in here.
You gotta go through me.
I kick.
Number 15.
Ooh.
Logan's death.
15?
Logan.
This could have been
Superhero
higher.
cinema
Yes.
is a genre that often features actors in
Then again, if you
long-running
know the old
roles.
man Logan story, you
Yes.
know how it ends.
Yes. And this, of course, is this is how you end a series when it comes to the whole Hugh Jackman. Even though they trying to get him back,
Yeah, but if he didn't, I'll be fine with this.
I would be fine with this. Great movie, people. Great movie. See this, Logan. And we want to go see this in theaters. I think,
Yeah, I went with you and
Yeah.
your wife.
yeah, we want to go see this in theaters, and everything about this was great.
Yeah, I still don't even classify this as a superhero movie. It was
Nah.
a drama, straight up.
Straight up drama. The way they did everybody, the way you see some people who died, it was like, oh,
Yep.
shout out to Charles. And I'm glad they got the original Charles in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Not Sean.
We
I was gonna say Sean Connery.
We just keep calling him Charles.
It's Patrick.
He didn't call him Professor X. It's called him Charles.
He would probably be Charles.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, right?
Across numerous films. But few superhero tenures have been as long or involved as many appearances as
started
Hugh
so
Jackman
bloody as well.
as Wolverine. So when the character finally meets his end, protecting young mutants from a shady organization in Logan, it hits really hard.
Go!
We try to remind ourselves that it's a work of fiction, but that's made difficult by the 17 years we spent getting to know and love this version of the character. Logan's final moments, which he spends giving heartfelt advice to his clone daughter, gets us choked up every time.
Don't be what they made you.
The X-themed funeral tribute is beautiful and absolutely
one thing I can say, in the Wolverine, that movie before it came out before this, he talked to the Asian girl who can kind of see stuff in the future. And she said, "I know how you die." And he asked her how. She said, "You will die on your back while holding your own heart in your hand." Which came out to be his heart was his daughter. He was holding her hand.
Oh wow!
So they alluded to that way back then.
Dope.
Number 14, Puny God.
Oh God! The leg grabbing. That's what that is.
Yes, sir.
But this one is the most satisfying to revisit.
Yes,
During
sir.
the final climactic
I
battle
was sick
in
of
New
Loki
York,
at this point.
Thor's villainous brother Loki finally gets taken down a peg in a major way.
Thanks to Hawkeye. Who? Hawkeye.
After getting knocked onto Stark Tower by Hawkeye, Loki is pursued by the Hulk. The Asgardian, ever arrogant, tries to deliver one of his trademark egotistical "I'm better than you" speeches. But the Hulk is having none of it and proceeds to smash the smug snake around the room.
But I will not be bullied by that.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
It's a wonderful
I love that
subversion of how
scene, bro.
villains are usually defeated. It's hilarious to boot.
Puny God.
Look, oh my gosh, I am
Number 13,
standing.
the ending. Spider-Man.
Thank God for you, Peter. You're the only family I
All right. So, Tobey Maguire is the most overrated, ain't he? I think we talked about this.
Yes, to me.
Out of the three, he's the most overrated.
Good Spider-Man, horrible Peter Parker.
I got the opposite. I think he was a great Peter Parker, but a terrible Spider-Man. His fights was kind of bland.
He was too much of a whiny bitch.
But that's what Peter Parker was, though.
It depends. It depends what you take from it. Like I take mine from the first time I seen Spider-Man, which was the '90s cartoon.
Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
He was okay. Like Peter Parker was that dude.
He did have a lot of women.
Yeah.
If you guys read the comics, Peter Parker definitely was that dude.
Even in the cartoon, he had at least 3 or 2.
Yeah. He had Gwen. He had Mary Jane.
I don't think he had Gwen in the cartoon.
He kind of did. Well, Black Cat. He had Black Cat.
Black Cat is Black Cat. Black Cat.
Quack. But yeah,
Black Cat is Felicia Hardy. That's not
Felicia.
Gwen.
Felicia. That's right. You're right. Felicia.
So yeah.
Oh man, remember? I hope they had that scene there with Gwen.
But he killed her. Spider-Man killed Gwen.
I don't even want to say it, but you said it. So it might not be on here, but yes. But this was, I guess this was a good scene.
Peter Parker is
I like Franco as what you call it.
Oh yeah, shout out to James Franco.
At the conclusion of the first film in the
This is the movie that say, okay, he's good.
trilogy, Peter
the movie that made me
attends the
hate
funeral for
Willem
Norman
Dafoe.
Osborn, his foe
Hate Willem
and his
Dafoe.
best friend's dad. While there, he is kissed by Mary Jane, and while he returns,
And
her
I don't like her
feelings,
tiny
he
teeth
rejects
ass
her
either.
as he worries.
Go talk about tiny
She's
teeth.
weird looking.
Hey, at least she look better than Lois Lane.
True.
Yeah, they did it right though. They did it right. Lois, I mean, I guess.
Hey, we
Said
got a
she'll be
black
caught up in
MJ now.
danger if
Yes.
she becomes involved with him.
I love you so much, Peter.
While walking
Took
away, he
James
recalls his
Franco
Uncle Ben's
girl.
immortal words about great power and great responsibility. We then cut to Spider-Man swinging through New York as the music swells. Decades later, we still get thrills and chills from this great conclusion.
Who am I?
It was good. I ain't gonna say great.
Of course.
I'm Spider-Man.
There's this part in this movie I would splice it in when he's fighting the Green Goblin, and like they're in like a warehouse or something, and
Yeah.
Goblin hits him. And I think he hits a wall. He goes, ah! I am cutting that part in. He lets the girliest scream ever. Man.
Number 12, Captain America.
Wow,
and the
yeah, 12.
Iron Man.
Wow,
this is what you was talking about.
Yeah.
While there are certainly bigger final battles in Marvel movies, this is
I
one of
don't
the
know.
more emotional. While confronting the manipulative
I don't know if
helmet
it's any
Zemo,
bigger,
the villain
but-
reveals that Captain America's friend Bucky Barnes, who was brainwashed as the assassin, the Winter Soldier, was responsible for murdering Tony Stark's parents.
This isn't going to change what happened. I don't care. He killed my mom.
This prompts a desperate 2-on-1 battle as Cap is forced to defend one of his friends from
That's
another.
the reason why I hate Captain America.
Yeah.
So was I.
It's Brooklyn, bitch. He's out beating your ass.
With a tragic atmosphere and some truly hard hits
He's
throughout.
obsessed with this
fight
man.
gets our
Gave him
blood
a Brooklyn
pumping even
beatdown.
as it breaks our hearts.
I could do this all day.
Number 11,
Shut up.
White House fight.
Ooh.
X2,
Nightcrawler?
X-Men United.
Yeah.
This X-Men sequel starts off with a bang. A White House tour turns dangerous when one of the guests turns out to be a brainwashed Nightcrawler.
This movie was great, too.
Yeah.
The Blue Devil
At the
tail
time,
mutant
2003, it was
proceeds to
great.
teleport throughout the president's residence while taking out the Secret Service.
It was pretty
in
much
an
just
amazing
Wolverine's
action
origin story,
scene.
though.
The scene uses judicious slow motion shots to emphasize Nightcrawler's acrobatic fighting style, and setting the whole sequence to Mozart's Requiem lends the whole thing a sense of momentousness that few other scenes
That
can
still
match.
looks good, though. Oh, 03.
Wow. Wow.
Grandiose, cool, and just the right length. This is one scene we like
gosh.
to bath back to whenever we get the chance.
They
Number
always-
10, The Snap. Avengers
Wow.
Infinity War.
Wait. Number 10? The snap is number 10?
Oh, man. They talking about the whole fight leading up to it?
Wow.
Or just the snap itself?
I thought this would be top 5. And that's at least.
It's up there with me because people hated this because the villain won. I loved that.
I loved it. No, I really loved it.
Because you never seen it before.
Yes. And it left you on the edge of your seat, like, what's going to happen now? Like, we knew it was another movie coming out after this.
It made that wait so painful.
Yes. It definitely did. Even it was only a year. The wait was only a year.
It felt
people.
longer.
It felt so long, though. Let's get back to the snap. Number 10.
This Marvel crossover felt huge from start to finish, but the snap is the moment that truly rocked cinema goers around the world.
Yep.
It showed the snap, not the pop when Vision's head exploded.
After Big Bad Thanos
There it is.
acquires
There it
all
is.
the Infinity Stones, the Avengers make a desperate last stand to
He
stop
died
him before
twice,
he can kill
bruh.
half of all life in the
Terrible.
universe. Although Thor comes close, his aim is off. The choice to go for the chest allows Thanos to snap his fingers and commit genocide on an
Shoulda aimed for the
incomprehensible
head.
scale.
Yes.
You should have gone for the head.
Bitch.
No.
Watching so many of our favorite
Yes,
superheroes
this
fade
is
to
like-
dust was a massive punch in the gut the first time we saw it.
Yes.
And it still hurts on repeat viewings. But the iconic nature of the scene keeps us coming back.
This,
Yeah.
bro, this is why I thought this would be higher.
As many memes came out of that.
Yes. Bro,
Number
like,
9. Hammer
I seen people
contest.
tear up.
Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Whosoever
Yeah,
be he,
they
worthy shall
buggy.
have the power. Whatever, man, it's a trick.
During an after party at the Avengers Tower celebrating their victory of Loki's scepter, the Avengers unwind and Hawkeye claims that Thor's supposedly exclusive ability to wield Mjolnir, his hammer, is just a trick. This leads to a montage of the various members of the Avengers attempting to lift the hammer with little success to be found, although Captain America manages to budge it slightly.
Come on, Cap.
They put this in the game too. The
Yeah.
one that just came out. If you go to Thor's
While
room,
it's
the hammer's
undeniably
there.
a funny moment, it also acts as a brilliant foreshadowing for later events
Yes,
in
sir.
both the film
And
and the
Endgame.
franchise, which is a
Wait,
major
we
reason
gonna
why
leave?
so
I
many
love that
people
Vision
like
came
to
in here and
revisit
just
it.
picked it up though.
Nothing.
Yep.
Number 8, The Kitchen.
Great.
X-Men.
Great
Days
part.
of Future Past.
This part was great. Put the pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes.
The X-Men universe's
Nobody,
version of
nobody
Quicksilver is
from
just
my
so
kitchen.
fun. Although his
And they did
rescue
it
at
again in the
Xavier's
next
School for
movie.
Gifted Youngsters is a blast too, his major showcase scene is what makes our list. When breaking Magneto out of prison, the silver-haired speedster takes matters into his own hands when the group is threatened by a group of guards with guns while passing through the kitchen. Time seems to slow down as Quicksilver speeds
they had plastic
up.
guns?
He proceeds to
They
take
should
out
have
the
wooden
guards
ones.
and
Yeah, right? If you know, you know. If you don't, it's hilarious.
Everything about the scene, from its humor to its effects to its perfect song choice, makes it feel like a work of art that we can't help but admire repeatedly.
Somehow he punched himself.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Number 7, elevator fight.
Number 7.
Captain America,
I thought this was gonna be
the
higher.
Winter Soldier. The second Captain America film in the MCU has some of the best hand-to-hand combat in the history of superhero cinema. We considered that epic highway fight with the Winter Soldier, but this close quarters combat takes the cake.
Before we get started,
Warning.
does anyone want to get out?
While traveling in an elevator, Cap is surrounded by supposed S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who actually mean to harm him.
I would like if it was one dude on there who wasn't a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. He was just an office worker getting his ass whooped. Trying to get off. Stop!
Jumping out of the elevator and crashing to the ground. The creative choreography and tension are top-notch in the scene, which has made it a definite fan favorite.
It kind of feels personal.
God damn.
Number 6.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
This
Into the
movie.
Spider-Verse. Miles
Nah,
Morales
we gonna talk about it.
Greatest
movie
Spider-Man movie?
might be the greatest Spider-Man movie. Just might be.
Yeah.
You're talking about just the introduction to Miles Morales, just the choreography of it, the way, everything about this movie is what you expect from a superhero movie.
Yeah, the tone, from setting the tone from the culture.
Yes.
that it brought to it. The music choices, man. It was great.
It was great from beginning to introduction to Miles. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, y'all, I hope they come out with a 2. I think they are coming out with a 2.
Yeah, they got that little preview thing that they did. That was beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And then they keep talking about the live action movie with bringing back Tobey Maguire and other guy for the next Spider-Man
Andrew
movie.
Garland, yeah.
I wonder if they're going to try to introduce a Miles Morales in that.
I hope so.
It would be a smart move.
Yes. Come on, Marvel, get it right. Great movie.
Is new at the whole being Spider-Man thing. It's understandably a lot for him to juggle alongside schoolwork and parental expectations. And it doesn't really help his self-esteem when he meets other Spider people who've already been doing it for much longer.
And he got a white
Thankfully, an
girlfriend.
inspiring speech from his father through a closed door leads Miles to
Jungle
escape
Fever
his
Spider-Man.
bonds, both literal and metaphorical.
Yep. This is
After making his own spider suit, he takes a leap off a tall building and swings through the streets of New York.
One thing I didn't like about this, the dumb-looking Kingpin.
Yeah, the Kingpin was a little.
Scene that's the perfect way to mark his debut as a web slinger and a
It
joy
did have
to
a female
revisit.
Doc Ock.
I like that.
They took stuff from other comics though to put it into this. It is an alternate universe, so.
Yep.
Number 5, I Am Iron Man.
Yep, definitely.
Iron Man. At the
This
end of
set the
first
tone
Iron Man,
for the
which
Marvel
kicked
Universe.
off
This
the
was
MCU,
the movie that said, "Okay, Marvel, we see you.
Yep.
We see you, Marvel. We see you, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man." This set the tone.
You can't see nobody else as Iron Man no more.
Exactly. This was the one and everything.
Can't say so much for War Machine.
Next time, baby.
Next time, baby.
There wasn't a next time.
Genius billionaire and inventor Tony Stark is asked to read a prepared statement denying his involvement in the preceding events. Although the official story is meant to be that the man in the suit was a bodyguard, a pointed question from a reporter pricks Tony's considerable ego.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stark, but do you honestly expect us to believe that that was a bodyguard in a suit?
So he decides to go off script and defy the traditional superhero secret identity cliche. The line, and the scene as a whole, is emblematic of the character and extremely popular with fans.
And that's
even
why
becoming something of a catchphrase.
One more time. And that's why I like him better than Batman.
Okay. I was just sitting here thinking about every Batman movie. I don't think there's been a Batman movie where somebody didn't figure out his identity.
Yeah, everybody figured it out.
He's the worst.
That's the thing about it. It was like, okay, you're a billionaire. You know how to do this. You know how to do that. You Batman.
Either somebody figures it out or he just takes his mask off.
And then that's the thing about it. And then he wants to intimidate you like, if you think I was Batman, you think I want to beat your ass? Like,
okay, get out of here, Bruce. Don't count some money.
Iron Man, let it be known. Listen, I'm Iron Man. You can't beat me. I got more money than you. What you gonna do?
You know where I live.
Yeah. You ain't touching my family. Like, what's up?
It's also a line he delivered most notably to bookend his story in Endgame. Another
Tony,
scene that we
I
keep
couldn't stand him
rewatching,
in this movie,
heartbreaking
bro.
though it might be.
Truth is,
He was about to pull a Batman, but I said, man, fuck
I
Batman.
am Iron Man.
Number 4, the circle shot, the
Ooh.
Avengers.
This
Yeah,
was a,
you
it's a
all
classic
knew this
scene.
one was
Yeah,
coming.
got the whole crew
During
together.
The Avengers' first titular team-up movie, the fledgling superhero group gathers in New York as
I see how
Loki and his
dumb
army invades
Captain
Earth.
America looks at this movie.
Yes, terrible.
This all seems horrible.
After Bruce Banner shares his anger management secrets and punches an alien monster the size of a 747 in the face, the Avengers gather together for an epic pose as each gets ready to fight the coming horde.
Group shot.
Yeah. Classic when you saw this. Hawkeye
Scene,
punk ass.
And this shot in particular
Hawkeye
has
is a
become
beast,
symbolic
bruh.
of not only
Don't
the
ever
Avengers,
sleep
but
on
arguably
Hawkeye.
the MCU as a whole.
I'm talking
No matter
comic
how
stuff,
often we
man.
see
Don't.
it, it never fails
I
to
read
get us
some
hyped.
things, man.
Number 3.
He's
So
very
you think he's
essential.
back-
He's very essential to the team.
Okay, so you think he's better than Green Arrow?
I don't know much of Green Arrow. So I
Right,
can't really. I
you
can't
had-
throw that.
Foreshadow. Might get some stuff about Green Arrow.
3. Thor arrives in Wakanda. Avengers Infinity War.
I hate that shot.
Everybody gets put
Green
through the
screen.
ringer in this Avengers film, but
Yeah.
Thor especially so. Losing half his people, his brother, and getting wrecked by Thanos, Thor bounces back with a plan to get a stronger weapon to kill the Conqueror who ruined his life with. Meanwhile, in Wakanda, Thanos' forces are invading and beginning to overrun the Avengers and their Wakandan allies. Cue the arrival of Thor, Rocket, and Groot with the Asgardian king wielding his new axe and ready to lay the smackdown on Thanos.
Yeah, Thor.
The amount of hype we still get when Thor demands Thanos be brought to him while destroying his minions can't properly be quantified. Get this god a Thanos. Number 2, The Train,
You know what?
Spider-Man 2.
This was overrated movies for me. People say this is the best Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
movie,
movie?
but it's me. I don't like Doc Ock. I don't know what it is,
That's crazy. You know what it is.
but it's like his look from the cartoon. I didn't like the look of him in this movie. Like it was a good story, but for some reason Doc
you
Ock
just don't like Doc Ock.
Doc Ock don't sit well with me.
The female Doc Ock you kind of like, but it was like this one's like,
Granted, she wasn't in the movie that long.
nah.
But even like Doc Ock in the Spider-Man PS4 game, it was like I wanted to like it so much, but
Nah.
I don't like Doc Ock.
I don't like his origin. He going crazy because
yeah.
Well, in the game, the new Spider-Man game, it was even that was kind of stupid. You think about it.
He didn't want help in the new game. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He refused to be helped. So
Pretty
he
much.
overdid it with these prosthetics.
Pretty much, and had some mental issues. Get your mental issues checked out, people. Not that. Yeah, I'm laughing, but that's
Yeah.
There are a lot of fantastic action scenes in Marvel movies, but this one is something special.
I'm
While
so mad, no
battling
Black
atop a
Panther
clock
movies.
tower, the battle between
No Black
Dr.
Panther
Octopus and Spider-Man spills onto a moving subway metro train. The speeding vehicle and the duo's unique abilities and equipment make for a creative fight sequence. But where things really get memorable is when Doc Ock sets the train
Him
moving at
stopping the
full
train,
speed
that's
and
what this is
removes
all
the
about.
brakes.
And this dumbass, I ain't gonna say dumbass shot.
Peter Parker pushes himself and his powers to the absolute limits trying to save the passengers. And the scene never fails to blow us away.
Phil Lamar.
Oh shit! Shout out to Phil Lamar.
The fact that people insist
You know, that's the part I was going to get at. I'm glad I caught that shot. They said, I feel as though this part was overrated because it was like, all right, bro, like this little face. This would kind of make me say, okay, Tobey Maguire is not a good Spider-Man. This little face right here. Look at that. I hope he gets it. I hope you blow it up. But
That's the hero, folks.
Constipated.
Exactly. I was just about to say.
Let's see.
and making memes out of it has also helped its rewatchability. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions you're bound to be watching over and over again. Thor versus Hulk, Thor Ragnarok. We
They'll
can't
say,
get
"Should've
enough
been a
of
secret."
this main event.
Shouldn't have showed it in the trailer.
Waterfall fight.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Wow.
Around one better than the follow-up.
This is why I say I can't even say much about
Highway
Michael B.
opening.
Jordan.
Deadpool.
But
Chaos.
But Killmonger, you watch that scene again? He beat Black Panther straight up.
Yeah.
And then they both was depowered for the fight.
Yeah.
He whooped the hero's ass.
Whooped his ass.
He won the throne straight up though. And he killed Forrest Whitaker.
Rest in peace, Zuri.
What more do you want?
Have you seen this man?
X-Force deaths.
Oh god, this is
funny
terrible.
Check out that cameo.
Mr. Pitt.
Yondu's Sacrifice. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Mary Poppins would be proud. Number 1. Spider Strut.
Nah.
Spider-Man 3.
This is a joke. This has got to be a joke.
It's gotta be a joke.
No, of course not.
Thank
Never,
you.
Ever. Granted, a lot of people rewatch this scene, but only because we have to remind ourselves that it really did happen. No, our actual top pick is number 1. Final battle.
The whole fight.
Avengers
Damn.
Endgame. Number 1. You know, the whole last battle between Thanos and the Avengers is just so loaded with scenes and moments that we honestly couldn't narrow it down.
Bro, this
to
was
just a
10
single
years led up
scene.
to one fight.
Yes.
Avengers!
Want you to hear that symbol? Now, you know I got to talk about it. You know, we went to the movies to go see this.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, we waited in line. While we were waiting in line for the next show to start, people were coming out crying.
Crying, right.
And already we seen that. It was like, what are we about to go watch? You knew something was going to happen where somebody was going to make it to the end of the movie. You didn't know who. We all had our guesses. I wanted Cap personally to get knocked off.
I did too. I wanted Cap.
Yeah.
I wanted Cap. I thought that would have been a good ending. But everything about, like, you talk about in the past 10 years, one of my favorite movies that we wanted to go see together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Past 10 years, definitely. I'm talking about just the hypeness of the whole movie theater. Like, everybody was in sync with every type of emotion.
Yes.
Everybody was in sync. And when this part happened, I ain't never heard a movie theater rock like it did.
Yeah. People scream, applaud, clapped. Like, it was just a celebration.
Yes, it definitely was. One of the best movies I saw in the past 10 years.
It was like a new president was chosen.
Ooh. There you go.
Assemble. From Cap wielding Thor's hammer at last, to that triumphant Avengers Assemble, to all the smaller character interactions, there's just so much to enjoy.
Till the end.
This battle feels like the culmination of not only MCU up to this point, but also superhero filmmaking in general. We have a hard time tearing our eyes away. And with so much happening on screen, there's always something new to be found with each repeat viewing.
Heads up.
Yeah, man. They got it right.
Do you agree with
They
our
got
picks?
it right.
Check out this
Yes,
other
sir.
recent clip from.
It makes me wonder, like, where can Marvel top that? Like
Hard.
that just the entire build up to lead to that one fight. Can they
Hard,
top
man.
that?
It's hard. I think this is where you really. I hope they heard they got the license for for Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah, but they still keep saying that they want to wait to put them in anything. Like maybe during the next phase.
That means that'll be phase 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now they kept stuff I seen about villains is a time traveling guy named Kang.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposedly his stuff is crazy. And with them doing the spoiler alert, the time travel shit in Endgame, supposedly that kind of pisses him off.
Yeah, because you got a lot of people going to introduce and everything. Because a lot of people don't know about Sentry, and Sentry is, like you said, man.
Even the character Adam Warlock, who they tease at the end of Guardians 2, and you never heard nothing about that. He's God level.
Yes.
So they
can go take it a couple places, man. But phase 4, y'all. No, what's this? That was phase 3 or phase 4?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, you know, Marvel's rocking right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad the fact that coronavirus kind of pushed them back a little bit.
Yeah, this was 2020. They said was the first year a Marvel movie has not come out in the past 10 years.
Yes. So it is what it is, man. But we thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you see, if you guys have any comments, man, put them comments down.
What was your favorite Marvel movie?
Yes. What was your favorite Marvel scene? I think it's a travesty that Killmonger's introduction was in here.
Yeah. Well,
and I don't even like I'm not gonna say I don't like the Black Panther movies. I thought it was overrated, but I think that part, even though I don't like Killmonger,
right?
Michael B. Jordan.
I'm about to say it's not Killmonger. You don't like Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, I think that part was a great introduction to a character. For that not to be in it, like 920, and not even an honorable mention.
Yeah, it's a few things that were like,
yeah,
it's just left out. They didn't have no from the newer Spider-Man stuff.
Right.
Like either one of them movies, like they both had great scenes and stuff. Yeah, man. It's just it's hard though. Like I said, you got 10 years of movies to pull 20 scenes from.
Right.
That's not easy.
More than 10. They had Blade on there.
Oh yeah, that's from 98. So start from 98. Why was Blade on there?
Listen. It was what it was. It basically kicked off the whole Marvel universe and made people want to be interested in Marvel again. Shout out to them as well. Listen, man, this is very much dope to do. And remember, man, make sure you guys hit the links in the description at the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Hit everything from Streamlinks, everything Punch Drunk, from our merch at Geeks Unleashed, from our finish it off.
Oh, let's just finish, man.
Nah,
you said from the merch at Geeks Unleashed, from the Facebook gaming page to our Patreon. Support your Patreon. Support our Patreon. Help your boys out. Show some support. What else? The Dead Twitch channel, that's always on there. But we will get to it. We're gonna get to it.
We're gonna get back to it, man. We are gamers, we are streamers, we are YouTubers.
Yeah,
we try to give you guys the best content.
Also, look out for us to be streaming on YouTube as well as part of their gaming thing.
Yes,
we're gonna hit y'all with some live streams. See what you see.
Strong, man. We showing y'all just gonna see us. But thank you guys for watching. Punch Drunk ENT, Mr. Swag and Waggy.
Now I'm just Dan.
And we out.